Okay, it's damage from the storm last night. This is Labor Day, September 1st. There used to be a branch right there, that big gap. See if the exposure will adjust. Anyway, it came off from right there. Yeah, there, that's where it came from. Used to be a nice big space there. Now that branch is there lying in my garage. You can see it there. So there's the 18 inches diameter at the base, and not hollow. It just ripped the thing right off. Threw it down at the garage. It did some damage. I got 3 holes in the garage roof. It jammed its way through there. Is it going to focus? Yeah, there we go. Jammed one through there and levered it back up. It probably hit there first, and then when the counterweight fell, it just pried the roof up. There's 2 other holes over here that did actually most of the damage inside because they took out my cabinets. The roof is pried out. I'm finding stuff that used to be inside the garage outside on the roof, on the neighbor's yard. You can see there, that's part of my cabinet. My cabinet's right there. And a jug that used to be in the cabinets. All stuck there. We've got broken studs in the garage, broken rafters I mean. So I'm gonna have to have at least half the roof replaced. Plus a bunch of tools from the water damage. But yeah, anyway, this is how I get to spend my Labor Day, is cleaning up this mess. You can see a lot of the roof damage there. I'm going to pull this branch off probably before any of the adjusters or anybody get to see it, unfortunately, because I got to get the holes patched. Can't do that with the roof, with the log sitting there. But wanted to give a feel for what we got and what we're working with here. It looks like the gutters got tweaked there, but that doesn't appear to be significant damage, not compared to the big holes in the roof we have elsewhere. Okay, here's this branch from the front side. Again, it came down in the storm, August 31st, 2014. There's the base of it, a good 18 inches or so in diameter, just by arm length measurement. Anyway, came down, landed on the garage roof. But I'm going to go up here in a minute. Fortunately, did not hit the swing set. I'll go up in a minute here and see what it looks like from above. Okay, here's the inside of the garage after we got our new skylights, October 31st. 2014. Moved all the tools over here to the dry into the garage. This is Labor Day now that we're doing this. This is a pile of debris that made it in. A lot of rust on my cast iron table saw top. The drill press was sitting directly under the hole. That didn't turn out well. Fortunately, the Jeep and this hardtop that was hanging here are okay. A hole up there. And, oops, a couple holes behind the lights. Maybe I should have turned off the light. This used to be a cabinet that held all of my fluids. Oils and whatnot. Obviously, they got knocked off the wall, and a gallon of ATF got punctured, spilled all over the particle board workbench, which is now not nearly as flat as it was 24 hours ago. So that's gonna have to be replaced. This is the big hole that did most of the damage just because of what it fell on. Nice 2x6 rafters that are ripped and torn and punctured. And then we got a sheet there that's levered up, and we got stuff that sucked out. That's my Drill Doctor case that was sitting on top of this cabinet, got sucked out and jammed in there so tight that I can't get it out. There's another container of oil that was inside this cabinet that I see up on top of the roof, about there. Another board that was part of this cabinet is also out there with it, up on top of the roof. So obviously some pretty significant straight line winds that sucked stuff out the holes after the holes were made. I'll get back over here. This is for reference where we are. That's what that looks like. We gotta. Okay. Keep getting cut off from dead batteries, but you get over here, you can see that big hole, which still has a log sticking out of it from that branch out on the roof. Big sheet that's ripped up. We've got a 2x6 stud or a rafter that's destroyed. A bunch of sheeting that's bad there. So that whole sheet, this sheet here is shot. A bunch of that is done in. So there's some work to be done to put all this back where it ought to be. So anyway, the floor's still a little bit slippery from all the oil that ATF that got dumped. Most of it's dry. Could probably use the workbench for shelving or something. That's the downside of particle board, is it doesn't take kindly to getting wet. But all of the cardboard, of course, that I use from time to time is shot. A lot of the spare wood is now wet. The batteries for the Power Wheels truck are shot, no doubt. Had a battery charger plugged into that outlet, sitting there charging when everything fell down, so that's shot. Anyway, we're cleaning up and recovering. That's where we are today. Okay, we're up on top of the roof here now, obviously. This is the easternmost hole. You see down into the garage there. This is the big hole that took out my cabinet, fell onto the workbench. If I can stand up here, you can kind of see the big one over there now that levered its way in. It's a lot of ripped shingles and ripped plywood, and see that little oil can used to be inside the cabinet. It's on the roof now. This stick was part of the cabinet. It's on the roof now. Let's see if I can get back over here without falling. You can kind of see what we got here for damage. Again, right up there is where the base of this thing used to be attached. Doesn't look like a lot of damage on this side. Hi, Micah. But yeah, she fell off right there. Ended up over here. Huh. So anyway, we're gonna start cutting this thing up, I think, and get what we can out of the way so we can patch the holes in the roof before it rains again. Because I don't want to get any more water in my garage than I already have. Oh, there's that other pad. I wondered where that was. Okay. Okay, we're up on the roof after all of the limb is gone, thanks to Garth, my neighbor. Got the damage here. We got this sheet's pulled up a couple different places that you can see here. Try not to stand on that, thank you. And then we've got over here, which is probably the initial impact where it came in and hit. We got the rail pulled up, shingles pulled up over here. Certainly this whole north side of the roof is probably going to have to be redone. All the scales coming up here. And a hole there into the garage. You can kind of see there's the little stuff. There's the other one. But we got her all down. And there's part of the log there. And there's most of the rest of it out there. So we got that done. And